Round 3. Fight! 19 ships. Not bad, not bad. That's a really bad army right there. I'm going to attack that one. We'll be ready to escape with the majority of the army. This is also open ground. This should be a pretty good fight. Unless, of course, they have a lot of friends nearby, in which case it's not going to be a good fight. 5.6 against 5.9 morale. My morale is actually way closer to the French morale than I expected. We have a balanced army. They do not. They do have a 3-3 ruler, 3-3 general. I have a 5-5. 105 discipline to their 115. So it's going to be the French discipline and tactics, which is really going to count this. I wasn't expecting them to have friends this close. So they're not really moving in very fast. Victory. Time for us to back off. Oh dear, they caught us. This is not going to be good. Oh, and I didn't consolidate either. But we did just kill 24,000. And we are still annihilating this group. Although we're about to be very heavily outnumbered. Right. Consolidate, jump on ships, leave. Oh no, you were caught. Oh dear, we may get stack wiped here. Run to the seas. Run. Yes. We made it off. But we took a lot of damage there. But we dealt a lot of damage too. Unfortunate. Oh no, that one counted. We got the Warwick score for it. And this one was only a small one because they're kind of expected to win that. And they're down to medium. They're going to be on low very soon, actually. That was worthwhile. That was actually worth it. So now we can get the fleet with these guys. And like, you guys deserve some R&R. Go and have some R&R on the Isle of Man. We're now 28,000 men short, but we can regroup that soon. Yeah, they did not like losing that. They've lost a lot more troops than I have. Whew. And Tortuga's got high independence wish again. I need to make sure I keep that down, otherwise somebody's going to jump in and support their independence, which would just be annoying. It really would actually just be annoying more than anything at this point. Let's do those two. That kept them pretty sweet. Oh, and we have an advisor slot. Military. This is going to be cheap, actually. Stead Silver. Brother of Long John, I'm sure. Or John Silver, I guess he would really be called. The Netherlands is finally fighting against Brabant. About bleeding time. Also, how's Brabant got a navy? I guess, yeah, Antwerp is coastal. It's just a bigger navy than I expected. Yeah, you can have autonomy. That's fine. So who are you actually fighting? Oh, this is against Imerina. This isn't even against Brabant. I really want you to take Brabant territories. It's Dutch. Not expecting the French to have friends. I was, but I thought most of them, if not all of them, were here in the south. I wasn't expecting them to be that close. Which unfortunately they were. But we did kill 25k stack, so I'm fairly happy with that result. It's acceptable. Oh dear, I'm out of sailors. That is more problematic. Thankfully, I think we've done enough damage to the navy as a whole that we can pull you back and just have you import. Because if you're import, you're not on a mission, therefore you're not going to be using sailors. So we can probably get rid of that entire deficit. Yep. Election in the Pirate Confederacy. Do I wish to keep Charles Reed? No, probably not. No, definitely not. He's 60. So we're going to go for another smuggler. Yemen, internal conflicts. Sucks to be them. Edward Bellamy. 43-year-old. Better. Smugglers took over. We're at 98% Republican traditions. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Means more trade efficiency. Jabbledom, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. An army career. With the growth of the professional army, new career opportunities abound for those with the ability and ambition. The old influential families, however, still expect to be awarded all the most valuable of commissions. So we can get a bit of army tradition. Sorry, lose some army tradition, gain professionalism, or just gain a bunch of tradition. I'll take the tradition, thanks. Ah, crap, I pressed the wrong button. I meant to press J. I just consolidated that army. What a waste of money. That's actually really annoying. Bollocks. I did not mean to do that. I really did not mean to do that. France is offering peace. Not enough. Sank their flagship again. And lost one light ship. But we can get rid of these three. Don't need them. And we're going to be able to send a bunch of ships over to Privateer after this war is done. I think we can go up speed 4 again. Six months away from next level as well. And that's going to mean the best light ships in the game. It's going to mean a lot stronger army. See, with that Miltech 26, I probably could have taken on the French and won, because we would have had better infantry, we would have had a lot more morale. Although the military combat width would have counted against us. War enthusiasm 4. European traders in China. With a sizable contingent of European traders in China, the demand for Chinese porcelain has skyrocketed. Chinese porcelain is demanded in all of Europe, and the Chinese only accept silver or gold as payment. Aragon gets 1,000 ducats. And Bottinger immediately works out how to create Chinaware. This is an event that fires far too quickly afterwards. It's like, yay, price of Chinaware's gone up. No, price of Chinaware's just disappeared again. Plausible deniability. Conducting any form of attacks on rival ships in peacetime, whether through sanctioned reprisals or private wars or covertly backing piracy, has many benefits for us, but it's not without problems. One of our privateering operations was recently compromised, and the ships and crew captured. As luck would have it, they had lost their letter of marque, proving they work with our approval, and whatever proof connects them to us is purely circumstantial. They're just legitimate merchants. Or we lose... Oh, I don't want to lose proficiency. No, they're just legitimate merchants. You've impounded the wrong people. Let my people go, Castile. Let my people go. And there it is, January. Boop, boop, boop. So right now I am using Grenzer infantry, which are the most defensive, which is why I've been taking relatively few casualties. We probably want to do something similar. So I'm leaning towards redcoats. So we can take the fire resist, which would actually be really useful, because at the moment fire does the most damage. So redcoat infantry would allow us to conserve manpower the most. If we wanted more morale resistance, which hasn't really been a problem, we could take blue or white coat. If we wanted to do the most fire damage, we could do white coats. which also comes with morale resist, or if we just wanted outright the most damaging army, we could do Frederican. I think we're going with redcoats. I want to maintain my manpower reserves. And then also cavalry. I mean, this one's almost always just Ulan because it just outright does the most damage. And it also comes with fire resist, which means we can resist some of the fire damage. Let's do that. And a new idea group. Is there a black coat to go with the black flag? No. Black was a very difficult colour to actually create, so no black uniforms. So it's at this point where I need to decide between quality ideas and espionage ideas. Espionage would give me cheaper advisors, although I don't have innovative, so it doesn't particularly go with that one very well. It would give me less aggressive expansion, but that's not really an issue. Fabricate claims, don't really care. The main reason to do this is the embargo and privateer efficiency. And the rebel support efficiency. And in fact, one of the things I had totally forgotten I have is really good rebel stuff. I thought. Yeah, rebel support efficiency is plus 25% from Life of Liberty. So we could be super efficient at creating rebels. And in terms of policies, what can we get? We can get manpower, global naval engagement, and blockade impact on siege. Blockade impact on siege would be good. Economic ideas would allow us to get some more rebel support efficiency. Like, even more rebel support efficiency. Or if we want quality, we can get +5 discipline with economic. We can get morale of navies with maritime. We can get trade efficiency with trade. It's got to be quality, really. I need my land forces to be better. They're small enough as it is. Yeah, we're taking quality. And we can straight away grab Private to Marshal, which gives us that discipline bonus. And... oh no, there aren't any other policies available, but this will create weapon quality standards. And it could also give us the trade efficiency plus 20%, which would be really nice in terms of just making cash. So that is tempting, I must admit. And there it is, low. Oh, hi France. What's that? You would accept this deal now. You would give me war reparations and 2,500 ducats. Oh, go on then. It's very kind of you, thank you. You're so generous, France. You're so generous. Oh, that fleet had a bunch of captured ships. And we can actually spend that money to upgrade everyone to great frigates. And I think that is precisely what we're going to do. So we're going to send you back home to Jamaica, where you can then continue drilling. We're going to get the battle fleet and send you home as well, where half of you can then mothball in Havana. And then the European fleet, I'm going to leave them in the Isle of Man actually. I think this is a pretty reasonable location. And then we're just going to bring in all of the light ships over to here. Deselect you, group all of you. And we're going to upgrade. In fact, we're going to upgrade, which will cost us 700. We're going to sail you over to here. And then the ships that we have here already, the pirates, are also going to sail to here, and we're going to have you all upgrading at the same time. Ah, shit. Did I just lose all of those ships? I totally did, didn't I? Because you're sailing in attrition waters. Well, we did just lose a bunch because they took attrition. Whoops! Oh, and we had a mission, which was probably have a load of money. Yeah, it totally was a pirate horde. Have 3,000 ducats. No matter. So once you guys are repaired, I would like you to be privateering Sevilla once more. 74 great frigates doing that. Hell yeah. And then you are on your way home. And we're going to want to have this fleet, the Caribbean fleet, also upgrading. And then protecting trade in the Caribbean. Right. Good. Yeah, I need to watch that Sabaton episode for Tavistota. I haven't yet. Hello again. How did the Confederacy run end? That depends on the last thing you saw. Yeah, the Speaker is a bit of a legend. Speaker of the House in the House of Commons. And he comes up with some absolute zingers as well. Another grand shipyard is completed, but how far over am I? 232 over my 109 limit. Whoopsie. Predestination. Reformed theologians believe that only those who are predestined to be saved can be saved. But since it's impossible to know who is predestined, a notion that developed that it might be possible to discern that a person's predestined by observing their way of life. As hard work, frugality, social success and wealth are thought to be important consequences of being predestined, it seems to inspire followers of the Reformed faith to strive for reaching them, as well as attracting those who already possess them, like the burghers and the merchants. So we can get production efficiency for, wow, 25 years, or lose some further. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so that's two of the biggest wars that I was at risk of having over. Furthermore, I need to have some rivals, so we're going to cancel... I can't cancel you now. But we're going to embrace Britain as a rival. And then we're going to embargo Britain. God damn it. Telephone keeps on going today. I'm not answering you. Oh, can't because we have a truce. And then the other one I was going to do was France. A war with Aragon is still kind of what I want, but we're going to have to get my manpower and my troops together again. Oh, you guys have arrived. Split you in half. This lot can mothball. This lot are going to be my active combat squad. And I would say that we can also mothball the European fleet now. Oh, and we can upgrade the dragon. And now we're making money. Perfect. And probably we'll start making even more money once these guys are actually repaired sufficiently where they can start doing their trade deal works again. And we can begin raising our forces back to their limit. So we wanted to have 20 artillery. So let's go ahead and raise 4 more of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in fact, with that in mind, I'm going to jump you guys back on the ships, and we're going to land over in Mexico here. So I can just add the units to my main drilling force, because drilling is definitely what we want to continue doing. It was actually kind of annoying that we didn't have the ability to rebuild garrisons. Press J, which is the correct hotkey. I know why I was pressing K. It's because K is drill in Hearts of Iron. And it's J in this, and they're next to each other. And they've just changed Air Force drilling to K as well, which used to be Kamikaze. So Navy, Army, and Air Force are all K to drill instead of J. A Portuguese official, Gil de Sampao's rise to high office has angered many of those closest to Edward Bellamy. So he leaves, but we gain a treasurer. Who is half price? No, he's not half price. Or we just say, preposterous. Do we have new unit models again? No, I don't think we do. And Lenap has finally been caught. Ooh, that's the other thing we can do, is we can give these territories to our client state. Wait, why is this creating a new one? I don't want a new one. I just want to add provinces to this one. I thought that's how you did it. Oh, and you can make client states marches. That I didn't realise. Interesting. What's your ideas? Those are my ideas. What are your ideas? Client state traditions. I didn't even know they had any. Morale of armies, core creation, national unrest, tax modifier, fort defense plus 15%. That plus march would be quite nice. Production efficiency, provincial trade power, mercantile privileges. So the trade centers of trade that you own right now will be making you a lot of money. Mercenary maintenance, possible advisors, and then construction cost. Interesting. But no, I want to give you more territory. How do I do it? Like that. That's how you do it. Okay, so all of this is now owned by Port Republic, which is great because this is the stuff that used to get occupied whenever I went to war. They have scootage enabled, which means they don't join my wars, but they do just pay me money. And they are also going to be making a lot of money through trade. My admirals are dying. If it's adjacent, you can use the hit create client state button to give them even more land, even if they're overextended. The problem was they weren't adjacent, but I'm sure I did the same thing to give them Chesapeake after they'd already taken Chalfort. Which is why I was getting confused. Right, I want you to get some more artillery, please. And thank you. Oh no, my trader just died. Well, we're gonna hire that guy. Even though it's double the price. Worth it. Ooh, Aragon's fighting someone. Aragon's fighting Morocco. Interesting. Morocco, Tunis, and Timbuktu versus Aragon, And minions plus Venice and Netherlands. And the Netherlands is still occupying Brabant, but hasn't actually taken it yet. When do I get the next age bonus? A while. You can't have pirate parliaments. Hey, new professionalism level. That's good. And we can standardise our uniforms, which will mean that we drill faster, but we cost slightly more. I am 100% in favour of that. Money is not an object. Oh, speaking of money not being an object, I should probably continue upgrading my gold mines, seeing as I have a lot of them. Do it. We have 3,000, so 2 more of those. And now we can start working on the infantry forces. That is a lot of gold. It's almost like I hold a lot of land in the center of Mexico. For reasons. I mean, I can't be a pirate if I don't own all the gold mines. Let's be honest. A Grand Captain rules over the nation of thieves and murderers who sell blah, 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 blah. So we can keep him. And he was actually relatively young. Tolerant to the true faith? Irrelevant. We're atheist. Like, literally, it's one of our ideas. We don't care about faith. So, I'd kind of be in favour of re-electing this guy. Let's do it. And we have another slot for another advisor, which should probably be Bartholomew Gunn, just because that's an awesome name for a fighty person. And we're still making money, which is lovely. And we're also raiding, like, all of the money right now. The tyranny of Captain John Hawkins. When a pirate captain flies the black flag, he must invoke terror in the hearts of all who lay eyes upon it. But he must also command the respect of his crew, lest they, at least in theory, they command... At least... Okay, that's because that sentence doesn't make sense. But he must also command the respect of his crew because he at least in theory commands the ship with their consent. So we can have a mutiny which loses stability, or we can lose a little bit of Republican tradition. I'll take the Republican tradition and then just make sure that the Buccaneers stay in power. Because the Buccaneers give us Republican tradition while the others do not. Otherwise we generate 0.1 a year. 190 of the 364 treasure being sent to Portugal. No.